Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. I had a request to color a pattern, preferably out of one of the Color and Create pattern books. I have volume 1 completely finished. Volume 2 is almost done, so I thought, let's color out of volume 2. And I did, I didn't mark it. Was it this one? Oh, shoot. Oh, I think it was this one. Oh, yeah. Thought we would color this one. And I really didn't know what color scheme to go with. So, quite a while ago, I had purchased from, oh my gosh, Lori Greenberg, I believe, the color catalog. She has 2 volumes out, and they're available in printed form and also digital form. So if you haven't seen these already, go and check out her website, or I believe she's out on Pinterest also. So I picked out this one. I thought it was really pretty, and I am going to color with my Tanmit glitter gel pens. Now, I bought this long time ago. They no longer come in this box. This comes with a set of refills, and it comes in this plastic case, which at the time I thought was really neat, and I can't get it out now. There we go. Comes in this plastic case. You open each tab, and then it opens up kind of like a book. Now, the version that is out now, which I think I like better than this is, hard plastic, but it comes in one of those black cases that you see some of the other glitter gel pens, or not necessarily all glitter, but the Tanmit is all glitter. So that's how they come now. They don't come like this anymore. Like I said, I purchased this set quite a while ago. I actually have 2 of these. So I thought, what better time to get out this set than now? So I will go ahead and link down below in the description both this book and the Tanmit glitter gel pens, how they are out there now, in case you would like to check out those glitter gel pens. I love Tanmit. Hopefully I won't have a problem with the gel pens. Like I said, these are relatively old. So Tanmit, normally their gel pens are really, really good. But because these are old, like I said, I hope I won't have any problems with them. Now, I did pull out some of these colors, if I can find them. Where did I put them? Here they are. I pulled out the colors that I thought most closely matched those colors on the page. So I also pulled out the refills because these do have numbers you can identify. Now, this version, they're a little hard to see on the refills, and I'm not sure what the set nowadays is like, but for the dark red, I picked that, regular red, orange, and then the 3 purples. So I have no idea how I'm going to be coloring this yet. This is, let me zoom in. This is what the colors look like in the gel pens, and I think they are relatively close. I mean, not exact, of course, but the light purple is kind of a purple pink, but I figured that's okay in the color scheme. So, all right, let's get started. Like I said, I have no idea how I'm going to color this. Now, when I start with a pattern, I start, especially when it's a repeating pattern like this, I start with 1. So I'm going to do this and then this because they're different. Once you decide where the colors are, you just repeat them for the others, right? So let's start with the middle. I always work with the middle and work my way out. My biggest thing is I try not to have two colors next to each other. Let's start with the lightest color in the middle. So that's going to be this one. Okay, am I zoomed in enough? Now I wanted to do this during the day so I didn't have to have my lights on, because coloring with glitter gel pens, when I have those lights on up above, gets kind of where I can't see it real well because of the shine of the glitter gel pens, but it just didn't work out that way, so I'm going to start now. I wanted to get this color and chat out tonight yet, because you may be getting two color and chats. Oh, I know, right? I don't think I'm going to have enough time in this one color and chat to cover everything that I want to. I have a number of things to talk about. Let's do a purple, and we'll contrast with the darker purple. And also, and I'm not sure how long that's going to take. And then I also have a Valentine's type of questionnaire that I want to use and talk about. So, like I said, I think that would be too much for, yeah, see, I'm kind of having problems with this. Well, this isn't my darkest one. Oh well. Maybe I should have picked my good gel pens. Oh, shoot. Like I said, normally Tanmit gel pens are really good. And my regular gel pens that I use a lot, I wouldn't have all these colors, and that's why I got this set out. Let's try the darkest purple, which is what I wanted to put around there anyhow. I hope I don't continue to have that kind of problem. So yeah, I think it would be too much for one color and chat. And so I think I will record one either tomorrow or Monday. I want to put the Valentine's Day one up on Monday. And it really has some interesting facts about Valentine's Day. I think I'm just going to do all these orange. I know, I just got done saying I didn't want two colors together. But this way I'll have the orange all the way around. I think if I alternate the colors with something else, there's so many little shapes in here that I don't think it would work out. So, and I know I've said this in the past, no matter what colors you pick for a pattern or a mandala, it looks really neat when you're done. You can throw some crazy colors together, like these are some crazy colors together. I would have never thought of this color palette on my own. And like I said, I really didn't know what color palette to use. So that's why I used one of Lori's color palettes. That thing is really helpful when you don't know what colors to use. Even in a regular picture, can give you an idea of if, say, there's a gal in a dress, a ball gown, and you're not sure what colors to do that, and something with it, or, you know, something like that. Gives you an idea. So we're going to put the dark red, or it's actually kind of a brown. Put that here. So yeah, I'm hoping to record that, unless I just get too busy, because I'm right now working on a project, and I worked on it, oh, shaky again tonight. Worked on it yesterday, and I want to finish that up. So I'll have to see. I have an appointment on Monday. My doctor wanted me to go see a heart specialist. I'm sure there's nothing wrong. I've just been getting like some pressure in my chest once in a while. So just to make sure there's nothing wrong, she wanted me to just have it checked out. So I have that on Monday, right in the middle of the day, when I normally would have recorded. I'm having problems with the red too. Thought I had gotten all these going really well. But of course, you know, when I color on camera, they won't. So I typically outline each shape, and then I color it in. Keeps me inside the lines a little bit better, as long as I don't shake or jerk. Sometimes when I'm coloring, all of a sudden I, you know, jerk. I'm going to be turning the book a little bit on you guys. So, okay, the first thing I want to talk about is the Stuff to Color giveaway. When I announced the winner in my last color and chat. Now, I realize not everybody watches every video I put out. Oh, you don't? Oh, shocking. No, I know that. Especially like the diamond painting ones, if you're not into diamond painting. Or if you are, you might not be into coloring, so... But my last color and chat, I did announce the winner of the Stuff to Color posters. And that was Brenda Clifford. Brenda, you have never contacted me, so I need you to contact me. And let's see. Let's try this. Let's do this late one. So that I can get those out to you, or I should say, let Stuff to Color know so they can get you out that pack of posters. So if she doesn't contact me by next weekend, which is when I normally announce winners for giveaways, I'm going to draw another winner. I will give her till that time. I realize, you know, life gets busy, things, you know, emergencies come up, or like I said, she just didn't see my last color and chat. So I will give her a little bit more time to get back to me. Maybe she'll see this color and chat and like, I won. But yeah, otherwise I will be drawing a new winner. I'm surprised Stuff to Color hasn't gotten back to me and saying, did you draw a winner yet? Yes, I did. And also another thing with the diamond painting mystery boxes, the fifth gal, things came up for her too. So let's see, let's do the dark one. I did contact the next person that was on the list to ask if she wanted it, because the original gal said, you know, she says, oh, she says that's okay, give it to, you know, somebody else. So if this other person doesn't let me know, I will let you guys know in the next color and chat. And then again, the first person to contact me will get the mystery box. And just to remind you, I'm just charging for the shipping of $20 because it's almost 20. And that would be for 10 diamond paintings, whether they be 30. Most of what I have is 30 by 40s and then some 30 by 30s. So you will be getting 10 of those, as well as 10 toolkits. And if you want more toolkits, if you want more wax, etc., etc., like I had announced in, was it the last color and chat or was it the one before where I announced the mystery boxes? Yeah, I'll keep you posted because I want to get that 5th one out, but I may just go ahead and get these 4 out because they've been waiting a while. And if you are one of the gals that is, you know, getting one, because the other 4, you know, have gotten back to me and they've paid for those, you know, and everything. And they've been very patient. So maybe I'll just send those 4 out. I'll see first if this other gal gets back to me or not. So I'm going to get all those together and ready just in case. Boy, I am really not doing good with gel pens tonight. I shouldn't have picked this coloring medium. I'm really shaky tonight for some reason, but oh well, just don't watch me color. Just listen. Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is, don't know if you heard or not, it's been out in the coloring community for a couple weeks now, maybe 3 even, about Hannah Carlzon. If you're a Hannah Carlzon lover, or you have her books, let's show her some love. You may have seen some coloring events dedicated to Hannah. She announced on Instagram that she has a brain tumor. I haven't checked recently if she posted an update, because at the time when she posted the original announcement, or whatever you want to call it, she didn't know a whole lot yet at that point, in regard to what was going to happen. So she might have an update out there. I'm going to go out and look tonight. So if you like Hannah Carlzon and would like to show her some support, I think that would be awesome. Let's see, what should we put in there? We don't have a whole lot of red or brown. Maybe I'll do red in here and then brown around. Brown around. So yeah, I just thought I would mention that. I have been meaning to color a Hannah Carlzon picture for a while now. So I am hoping by the end of the month to get one of her books out and color something, even if it's just straight coloring with pencils. You know, we don't have to color super fantastic pictures. It's just I get so intimidated because I see all these gorgeous pictures that, you know, many others color. It's like, oh, while I could do that, well, not as well as some of the others, but, you know, I can blend pencils, you know, and whatnot. Most of the time, I just don't want to spend the time doing it. You know, I'm an impatient colorist. I always, you know, I'm in a hurry to get something done. So, like I said, if I do a Hannah Carlson picture, it's definitely not going to be, you know, super fantastic or anything like that, but we'll see. It definitely is on my list to do, but my list does not always get done. I don't know about you, but let's see what else. Oh, my son called me. This is Saturday. He called me on Wednesday. If you've seen my color and chat where I announced that he and his wife are finally expecting. They've been married for, oh my gosh, I don't know how many years. But they do everything so, I don't know what you call it, right. You know, they didn't get married for quite a while. They went out for quite a while before getting married. They both wanted to graduate, you know, with their 4-year degrees, and then they, you know, got an apartment together, saved up money for a house. Well, now they got their house and still waited, you know, quite a while. But, yeah, they're expecting. And what he called me up about was they know the gender of their baby. They're having a boy. So my son goes, well, and he said our last name. I'm not going to say it, but our name lives on. Our last name. Thought that was kind of funny. And I can just see my son as a dad. He likes kids. He's really good with kids. His wife is awesome with kids. So they're going to make fantastic parents. And she, or they, are due the very end of June. So hopefully it's not too hot for her by then. It's the one problem with having a summer baby. Especially if it's near the end of summer, because you go through that whole summer being quite pregnant. And it can be miserable, as many of you know. Okay, let's do these orange. So yeah, that was exciting news. Couldn't imagine why he was calling me. And then, yeah. So I'm so excited for them. And then I went along with my daughter who's getting married in August. Yeah, so we got lots of exciting things coming up this summer to pick out the bridesmaids' dresses. I had gone along to help pick out her wedding dress, but I had stuff going on, and she went to a different bridal shop, and none of us could go. So she ended up picking one out herself. She had some picked out from the bridal shop that we had gone to, but she decided she actually picked one out from the other bridal shop that she went to. And so we didn't get to see it. So when we went to pick out the bridesmaids' dresses, she put it on and showed us, and oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I'm trying to decide. I don't have much of this real light purple pink, so I think we'll go in here with that. So yeah, I have my mother of the bride dress picked out, but I have not ordered it. It's online. So I should have time. But I was talking to them about it, and they said, well, you know, don't wait too long because it may get discontinued. So I'm like, no, don't do that to me. I'm trying to save up some money for it. It is not a cheap one, but this is my last child to get married. So, and guess what? Guess what color it is? No. Yes. It's purple. Believe it or not, for my other kids' weddings, I did not wear purple. My oldest daughters, I wore a really pretty peach, a pastel orange, which I also really liked. And then for my son's wedding, I wore, let's see, should I do this? Okay, let's do red. I wore teal, which is another color I really like. And then my youngest, when she got married, it was the middle of COVID. They didn't want to wait till, you know, they could get married and have a big event, so they just had a real small event, spur of the moment. It was at his mom and dad's house, but it was really pretty. Oh my gosh. His mom did such a fantastic job getting things together in regard to decorations, and oh, it was just gorgeous. She quick got some catered food in, and oh, it was beautiful. So there weren't many of us there, of course. Just the parents of the bride and groom, a photographer, and our significant others. And that's all that was there. Well, the officiant, too. So, yeah. So I get to finally wear my purple dress. Yay. Okay, what color should we go with in here? Because I'm having so many problems with that other purple, I'm not going to color with that one. I'm going to put that one on the side. I don't really want to do orange because that's right there. We have quite a bit of purple. I know I don't have much brown. I think we'll do brown. All right. What else is going on? Still didn't find any of my color charts, and I didn't have time to go through and look what a wonderful subscriber had suggested, which is, you know, looking through my emails that were sent to those of you who had requested color charts, and look at the attachments, and maybe I could get some back that way. I know one I didn't send out to anybody because it was never finalized. And that was that huge Brute Fooner 520 set. I see I missed some red. Like I said, it's hard for me to see because it's just glistening too much. So when I get in the living room to finish this picture, I'll probably go back over these spots that are white that I missed because I can't see. Can't see them. Okay. So yeah, I still don't have them all back. Oh, maybe I should have put brown out here. Don't want to put orange. Don't want to put red. Don't want to put purple. Don't want to put brown. Oh no. Well, see, now there are some situations where you're going to have to put two colors together. I know this one wouldn't be together, but that one I'm having a little bit of problems with too. So I think I'm just going to go around with the orange. It'll be okay. Hate it when this happens. Maybe if I wasn't talking, I would have avoided this, but I'm not concentrating as much on my coloring when I talk. Imagine that. Finally went and got in your kitchens, I don't know if everybody has this or not, but you know them crazy corner cabinets? Usually in the bottom, the house usually comes with a Lazy Susan, right? How many of you have a Lazy Susan in the upper cabinet? I know this house and my previous house didn't. Now these are older houses. If you have a newer house, it probably came with a Lazy Susan in the upper cabinet too, but my houses didn't. So finally bought a Lazy Susan for the upper cabinet because, you know, those are deep cabinets that go, you know, kind of in a V. You kind of lose stuff in the back that you don't even know you had. So you end up purchasing double, thinking you don't have something. And I purposely tried not to put too much in that cabinet because I knew from the other house that, yeah, stuff kind of gets lost in the darkness back there. But even without having that cabinet full, there still were many things in there I didn't know I had. They are not easy to put in. Bob had a heck of a time. Mainly because, and I measured it, it's a smaller, you know, cabinet. Needed a smaller Lazy Susan, but it was 24 inches from, you know, the dimensions inside, and they say to order 2 inches smaller than that. So I said, okay, that means I measured 24, yeah, so I needed a 22-inch Lazy Susan. Yeah, it was a tad too big. But, you know, so I figured we were going to have to send it back. But somehow, some way, Bob made it work. I'm going to see if I can get this pink working a little better. Yeah, I just shake the heck out of it. I know some people tap, 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 but I found shaking it works much better. Bob that one time because I was really having problems with, I don't know, this was a long time ago, with some gel pens I was using, and he goes, geez, you're going to shake your wrist right off. Yeah. But hey, it works for me. Because I think what happens is you get a bubble in here. And the older the gel pen, the more this ink separates. And when I shake it, it shakes all the ink down so that there's not the air bubble in here. So I think that's why it works for me. Because if you look at these pens now, because I had shaken them when I picked up my colors, you don't see any air bubbles in them. But if you look at, say, the refills, or at some of the other colors in there, you'll see like this orange, for instance, has some air bubbles in there. So if I do, you know, eventually have to go to the refill, I'll shake it so that it gets rid of the air bubbles. The other ones are okay. I'm surprised. But yeah, that's just what seems to work for me. May not work for everybody. Gotta get that box out of the way. All right. Let's see. So I think I had told you guys that I had gone in for some medical tests, right? Went in for a mammogram, finally. Yes, I knew. Congratulations. And that all turned out fine. Then I had to go in for a colonoscopy, yippee, and an endoscopy, which is looking down, you know, from the top. And colonoscopy, unfortunately, showed a precancerous polyp, which, you know, it was removed, so I am fine. But now I have to have a colonoscopy every 3 years. Ick. Ick, ick. I hate doing that prep. Ooh, nasty. What are we going to do out here? Let's do the purple. Because this will be purple because we're coming back out from here. So we almost have the pattern itself figured out already. And then, like I said, I'll just go around and repeat it. So the hardest part, but yet kind of the funnest part. Funnest, is that a word? The most fun? No, I don't know. Part of it is actually picking out the colors where they go in your design. And I know there's a lot of people who would say, oh, they could never do something like this because it's really boring. I really like it, though. Once you have your colors picked out, you know, it's very easy coloring. And I will always love my gel pens and coloring with my gel pens. I feel I have the most control with these over markers. Yes, you have a lot of control with a colored pencil too, but I just feel, you know, like markers, gel pens have such bright, vibrant colors that, yeah, I love them. So I think we will go with orange in here then, because there's no orange for a while. I was going to do brown, but that's right there. So, and then I think we have our pattern picked out. So yeah, a lot of weird colors thrown together in this. But I think overall it's going to look fine. So you'll see this completed at the end of the month, hopefully. Like I said, I'm still working on some projects and doing some diamond painting too. So, and then the endoscopy that I had done shows the beginning of an ulcer. And yeah, that's not good, especially if you've had gastric bypass surgery. Gets a little bit more serious in my case. And so she has me on a strong antacid medication, which I already take in the morning, 20 milligrams of pantoprazole. But now she has me on that plus 40 milligrams before every meal. So I have to go back in a few weeks and have an endoscopy done again to see if that has healed that over. Fingers crossed that it will have by then. I don't feel quite the amount of burning, in my stomach area. So I'm hoping that means that it is healing over. Because if it doesn't and it grows into a full-blown ulcer, that means the surgeon that did my gastric bypass surgery has to go back in and redo and reattach everything that got bypassed. Because part of your intestine is bypassed, your stomach is made smaller, etc., etc. And so, yeah, everything would have to, wouldn't be a fun surgery. So keep your fingers crossed. So I have about, because it was a total of 8 weeks she wanted me to wait. So I think, let's see, what's today? Today is the 12th. So, yeah, I think my appointment is set up for March 17th. Isn't that St. Patrick's Day? Because I gotta kind of laugh. Monday is my heart appointment. That's Valentine's Day. And then that appointment would be on St. Patrick's Day. It's like, geez, what is it with the holidays? Okay, so this will be this pinky purple. It's looking kind of funky now yet, isn't it? Kind of hard for you guys to see it. Oh, I can see lots of white spaces where I'm going to have to go back over. Especially this one. This is the one I'm having the most problems with. And this is the odd color. And it seems like it's the odd colors that I always have the most problems with. I don't know if it's the composition of the ink or what. But we'll make it work. One way or another. I'll maybe try the refill. Maybe I should do that now. I think I'm going to pause. I'm going to try the refill. So I'll be right back. Yeah, I think this is going to work better. I just scribbled around on my scrap sheet and it seemed to color pretty good. Yeah, it's doing better than the other one. Like I said, I know there's going to be some white spots in here because of the lights, but I'll fix that later. So I'm hoping to get this color and chat up yet tonight. It is getting a little late, but, in the editing, rendering, uploading, that all takes a while, but I think I should be able to get it up tonight yet. so that you guys have a color and chat for the weekend. And then I am hoping to get the other one up on Monday. Because, oh shoot, I should have looked to see how long the color and chat was so far. Like I said, I think it would be too long to cover both this and the Valentine's Day questionnaire. I just thought it was, you know, something interesting to go over. Some of the questions, like I said, are really interesting. And I'll read the questions, and then I'll pause for just a little bit to give you a little bit of time to think. I'm not going to wait too long, and then I'll read the answer. Some of them are more interesting than others. I may skip over some because there are 60 of them. So I don't think I'd have time to go over all of them. We'll have to see. But we'll have to count and see how many questions I go through. And then you can let me know how many of them you got correct. Won't that be fun? All right, so now we go back to orange up here. And our little, looks like a moon, is orange also. Let me move over. See, it's also awkward for me coloring with gel pens on camera because this is just such an awkward position for me. I don't color, like I've said in the past, I don't color on my desk. I don't color on a flat surface. I color in my lap, half in my lap, half on the arm of the chair in my recliner in the living room. I don't have it reclined. I'm sitting upright, but it's at a very different angle than this. But I will survive. I know most of you don't watch me color anyhow. I've said that in the past. I know when I listen to color and chats, I'm doing my own thing and I'm just listening. Just having somebody keep me company, finding out about their lives. Right? What's going on? My life is pretty boring now, so I don't go anywhere. You know, nobody really comes here, so it's like, okay, what's going on in my boring life to talk to you guys about? It's always a challenge every week to find something to talk about. So that's why I usually jot down a couple notes anyhow. And it kind of gets me talking about something, and then I'll kind of go off on another subject that's related. I'm getting quiet. Did anybody see my Diamond Art Club stash video that went up this past Thursday? Oh, that thing was a lot of work. I will not lie. Oofta. That's as bad as when I would do my coloring book collection. Oh, that's even more work. I did one last year, you know, and while my collection changes quite a bit every year, I didn't know if you guys wanted me to do another coloring book collection video. And then you wanted to see my finished pages in those coloring books. So that's what I did. I forgot how many parts long it was. I think it was 12 parts long. But then in each video, I put links to all the previous videos. So if it was like part 7, down in the description, I would leave links to parts 1 through 6. Just in case, somebody just seen part 7 and wanted to see the previous ones, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I was really debating whether I should, do one again this year. If I needed to do one every single year. What do you guys think? I know a lot of people love stash videos, me included. I love watching stash videos, both diamond painting related and coloring related. I was going to do, way long time ago, I had done my collection of my different coloring supplies. So I did one on my colored pencils, I did one on markers, and then I did one on miscellaneous things. But yeah, that was, I think, when I first started my channel 3 years ago. So yeah, it's changed quite a bit since then. So I don't know if that's something else you guys would be interested in. Let me know everything down in the comments below. I know as creators, we always ask you guys questions and ask you to put the answers down below, and then by the time you get to the end of the video, you forget what you're supposed to put down there. Yeah. I'm kind of like that. Unless I take notes throughout the video, then I remember all the things that I'm supposed to put in the comments. Either that or I'll comment, and then I'll edit my comment. And then I'll watch more of the video, and then if I have more to comment, I'll edit my comment. Or else you can just put multiple comments. Nothing wrong with that. Really wish I knew how long I was recording before, because like I said, I have no idea how long this video is. Let's see, we got orange here. Oh yeah, and then to top it all off, my medications, all my meds that I'm on. Normally, because I use a mail order service, and they normally automatically send me my meds every month. Or it should be every 3 months, because I usually get 3 months supply. And I was coming down to the end of my meds, so I was going to refill. I have a monthly thing. I fill up, a whole monthly box with all my prescriptions, all my meds in each day of the month. Just much easier rather than having to open all these bottles every single day. And so I was going to, I had gotten everything out, or was starting to get everything out. And all of a sudden, it's like, I don't have any meds. I don't have any refills. I'm like, I cannot go a month with all my refills, with all my meds. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, what am I going to do now? So I called my psychiatrist, because it's all my antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds. My other meds I had for my I have hypothyroidism, so I have to have a med for that. And then, like I said a little while ago, I have to have my one for my stomach, so I don't get an ulcer. Obviously, it wasn't working that well. Not at the level she had prescribed it for, but those I had. It was just my meds from my psychiatrist. Well, those are the ones I really can't go without. So I called them, and I had to wait for them to call me back, of course. And in the meantime, I'm still freaking out, thinking, oh, can they just give me, a script for like 3 weeks? Because I had manually ordered them online from my online pharmacy where I get them from, but I wasn't going to receive them for 3 weeks. So I said, can I just get enough for the 3 weeks till the other ones come in? Well, she had to get a hold of my psychiatrist, and finally everything got straightened out, and he called in a 1-month supply to my pharmacy in town, and I went in and picked them up. So, whew, disaster averted. Ugh. So, yeah, I don't know why they didn't automatically ship them to me this time. It's just really weird. It's like, don't do that to me. And I never noticed, that I didn't have any refills left in the cabinet where I keep them all. I tell you. Problems, right? And now our weather has turned nasty and cold. Earlier this week, it was just beautiful. We were in like the upper 20s. And yeah, when the sun was out and stuff, we were actually melting a little bit because the sun is getting so much nicer and warmer already. So yeah, the sun feels so good. But of course, now we had to get really nice and cold again. Barely made it above 0 today. We were, I forgot how much below 0 actual temps last night. Wind chills like 20, 25 below. I'm like, oh, I'm so sick of winter. But I think this next week we're supposed to warm up. And according to the long-range forecast, as much as you can believe of that, we're supposed to be above normal for the rest of February. Now, how they can tell that this far ahead of time, I don't know, but I'll take it. Sounds good to me. Because, boy, when it's this cold, that furnace is running constantly. It's like you can see your dollar bills flying out the window, right? But I suppose the same is true for y'all in the South in summertime. When you're constantly in the 90s and 100s, and your air is running constantly, so feast or famine, right? Hot or cold. And I know there were many high temps records broken not that long ago, both for you in the South and out in California. And like for the Super Bowl tomorrow, it's supposed to be in the 90s, I think they said. I'm like, what? Please send some of that over here. Yeah, it's going to be one of the warmest Super Bowls in a long time, if maybe ever, I don't know. Who's all watching the Super Bowl tomorrow? Speaking of the Super Bowl. I don't know if I am or not. When the Packers lost the very last round, or we would have went to the Super Bowl, it's like, oh, my heart just ain't in it anymore. It was so sad. I mean, the only reason to watch it now would be for the adorable commercials. Although last year I didn't think they were as great. And then maybe the halftime show. But I forgot who is in the halftime show this year. I don't think it was anybody I really listened to a lot. All right. Well, I think I will finish these purples and then I will call it good. Oh my gosh, who's been watching Dexter? I remember when that show first started. Oh my gosh, how many years ago? I think they're on season 8 now, aren't they? So it was like that many years ago, and the first show was on regular TV. I don't think it was the whole first season. I'm going to take a sip quick. I can't remember that long ago, so, but I loved it. And then they took it off regular TV and moved it to Showtime. I don't have Showtime. But I recently did some research on it because there's been there's been a lot of talk about Dexter in the diamond painting community. Matter of fact, one of the diamond painters who has a channel has a dedicated episode, if you want to call it that, on her channel every week, talking about that week's Dexter episode. So I'm like, I really want to see Dexter. So when I did some research, here it is available on Amazon Prime. I'm like, yes. So I've been kind of binge watching here and there Dexter, because I still am trying to keep up on YouTube videos too, but I'm kind of getting backlogged on the YouTube videos. I especially like, like I said, the coloring chats. But it seems like not as many creators are doing coloring chats. There are some, but it just seems like not as many are doing the coloring chats, and they're my favorite videos. Other than the end of the month videos, where everybody shows their hauls and what they colored. Those are always fun, too. Those seem to be some of my most popular videos, too. Everybody likes haul videos, right? Those kind of videos always seem to do really good. I love watching other people's hauls too, but boy, those are dangerous videos, aren't they? Ooh. It's like, okay, pop over to Amazon. That's what happens to me when I go on Instagram too. These companies show their newest books, and I'm like, ah! And they're companies that I normally always buy their books, like Eclipse. They're the Circulism art books. They come out with a new one quite often lately. I'm like, oh, I love these books. So there will be a video up shortly. I recorded it already. It will be up this next week of their newest one. But yeah, all kinds of good books. So They always show theirs on Instagram, and I'm like, oh man, there's another new book out. Can't remember who else shows theirs over there, but there's quite a few. All right. So, I'm just about done here. There was one other thing I was going to talk about, but I'm running out of time, so I'll hold off on that till my next color and chat. So yeah, this video was plenty long without going into that Valentine's Day color and chat, that questionnaire, so I am hoping, like I said, to get that recorded tomorrow, because Monday I have that appointment right in the middle of the day. You know, would be nice to have it right away in the morning, get it over with, and then I could record in the afternoon, but no. All right, that is what we have so far. Like I said, that pink purple color is really kind of scratchy, and it's not the juiciest, even with the refill. So that's not going to look the best. But, yeah, it'll be okay. And if I really don't like it, I am going to go over it with a different color. And boy, I can see the white spots that I missed, like in these red dots. Like I said, it's really hard to color with glitter gel pens when I have my lights on up there. Yeah, I really wanted to color when it was light out. I think I would have had enough light here with the window right beside me to do this with just natural light, but naturally that didn't work out. Oh well, like I said, I will finish coloring this off camera, and hopefully you will see it at the end of the month. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this color and chat. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a terrific weekend. And as always, happy coloring. Bye guys.